So I'd have to say all the things I say do come from my mouth. I use my wind, my vocal cords, my, what is it, the esophagus? Trachea? The windpipe? I don't know. And my tongue and my mouth and lips and everything else that's required to make sounds. Yes, Doug Hill makes these sounds. However, and I can't say overall time, but here recently, for sure, they have all been relayed. You know what I mean? They're received messages from what I would call higher self, or what's called higher self, a higher level of existence. To me, personally, Doug, I find it hard to imagine that this is the best that a human life can get. So I'm chasing after, how good can it get? That's my question. How good can it get? As a human, in human being form. I want to be a human. I want to have all my parts that I have right now. Maybe make them younger. If I get to that point where I could just slow down aging even, Let's not make it any worse. And quit the worst. Quit the worst completely. Just do away with duality. 100%. No duality. I do not need to know pain to understand pleasure. I do not need to know or experience. I do not need to experience. Yes, both words, experience. I do not need, or one, anybody for that matter. One does not need to experience pain to understand pleasure. One does not, you know what I mean? It works both ways. You don't need to experience hate to understand or experience love. It's a choice. We came here, however we got here, I don't know. You know what I mean? Go down that rabbit hole yourself. But however we got here, we're here. You exist, I exist. If I pinch you, do you not feel it? Or vice versa, right? We're here. Our skin is our largest organ, right? It takes up the most area. So we feel with everything that we are, including things that aren't even seen. Anyways, I'm on this big mission to move on. I love you all, and this has been an awesome, kick-ass journey here. It really has. It's been wild. I've done a lot of shit, my friends. Let me tell you what. I'm not going to sit here and compare tattoos and scars, but there's a lot of things I understand, and I'm not much of a reader. Okay, so put it that way. Because reading and knowing, reading and understanding are not the same. They are not the same. They are not the same. There are many times I've said I can relate or I don't understand. You know what I mean? I'll admit it. If I haven't been there, I can't understand it. I don't know what it's like to have a baby. I've never had a baby. Yeah, I have no inclination to do such a thing. Anyways, at least in male form. Anyways, I rambled. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just putting this out there as a measurement, as a tool, as a reference guide. So many times it seems we have it so indoctrinated into our brains to expect an event, expect a solar flash, expect a tidal wave, expect an earthquake, expect a volcano, expect a war, expect something, some sort of distraction to keep us from moving forward. And that's what we get. You are what you eat. You are what you see. Be the world you wish to see. If you see that shit happening, you're gonna see it happen. That's your choice. I don't love you any less. And notice that nor does anyone else. There's no judgment. There's no judgment. Listen, this is gonna step on all kind of Bible thumpers out there, but I call you to say I'm wrong or whatever, or for you to learn and do your own research, maybe. I don't know. But here's the thing. If an unconditional love is unconditional, then that means you do not judge. So parts of the Bible where it says it judges, let's decipher some of these ancient scrolls. Let's do some research. Let's call upon the Vatican and whoever else has scrolls. Decipher these things and tell us the damn truth. Tell us the truth of what's in there. If it matches, then I'm wrong. I'm wrong. If it doesn't, then guess what? when King James had it rewritten 1,611 years after the death of Christ, they might have added in some things, because let me tell you what, a little secret about Jesus Christ, he came to the worst spot possible halfway through its existence. So whether you believe in Christ or not, whatever, get a new calendar, start all over. But 2,026 years ago, give or take, at the time of this video, the one known as Jesus Christ came back to the absolute shithole and tried to show everybody basically how to live your life and quit doing what you're doing down here. What are you doing to these ancient things? You did not find that. You did not make these. You've defaced them and defiled them and offended them, broke them, took them apart, abused them, used them against your own people, your own beings, your neighbors, to gain greed, to help teach, us to not ask questions. Everything's our fault, basically. We didn't ask questions. We just said, okay, a whole hell of a lot. Okay. Yeah. Way back when, because this is a written thing, right? Sand was a payment. I mean, salt. Salt was a payment. And maybe sand was too, till they found it. But anyways, salt was a payment for your whatever. Then they found out there was a bunch of salt. So who changed it? And then everybody in the whole world, or whoever was getting paid by salt, said, okay, how about this? Go make your own stuff. You hungry? Work in the farm. You're not hungry? Don't work in the farm. You're really hungry? Work a lot in the farm. Plant, harvest, do your thing. There's plenty of land. Anyways, so over, say, this is 2026, that'd be 4052. So give or take, put the little tilde in there, 4,052 years ago. We started to go amok. And I get it. This is the place of duality. We have choice. That's our greatest power. You don't have to believe a damn thing I'm saying. You don't have to believe in anything at all. You can choose not to choose, which is in fact choosing, but whatever. Call it what you will. Choose not to choose. Or choose everything. I don't know. Whatever. No judgment. There's no judgment for me. It's life, man. You live life. You do as much as you want to do for as much as you want to do it. For as long as you want to do it. And with him you want to do it. Within reason. You're given your circumstances. You're on a branch. You took the tree of life. You made a left at the twig, and now you're on a bigger branch, and you're going towards other twigs with more options. I don't know. You pick. Your choice. Anyways, I don't want to make this too terribly long. I tend to ramble, and I think I'm going to start doing this format. Just add some text to this later, whatever comes to mind, comes to heart, whatever's given to me. I will post in there. If not, it might just be a black screen with a picture in the background. I don't know. Anyways, love in its purest form that I can muster. I broadcast. I broadcast to you listening, and all the things in between the sound of my voice and your ears. So whatever, if it goes over the internet, over the airwaves, all things between. And even if no one listens, I send it out to wherever this is being uploaded to. That's how it works. I'm going to give as much love as I can to how little I can. If they accept it, good. It's a good day. And you, my friend, I hope you have a good day.